So as you find that nice lift, remember to kind of shift into your sits bones a little bit. And you can either have both legs folded in, or you can have one folded in and one leg out, whatever works comfortably for you. And we're just going to take our shoulders back and let your elbows pull down toward the sides of your hips and turn your palms open. Now take a nice deep inhale. Then on your exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now pull your left shoulder further away from you. Right, so we're just going to dig in. We're going to start from the head and work our way down. Then we'll take the chin and just drop it in toward that right collarbone and let your forehead get heavy there. So you feel that stretch move behind that left ear. Then drop your chin to your chest and gently roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Now take that right shoulder and elbow and pull it further down. Don't forget your breathing. Inhale and exhale. And then tilt your chin into that left collarbone and let your forehead get heavy on that side. Again, full breath. And release. And chin back to the center and just look forward. Now take your left shoulder and draw it back. Now take your right shoulder and reach it across. So we're just going to dig into the front of the shoulder. You can kind of press against your right inner thigh to bring that shoulder across. Then pull your right shoulder back, press with your left hand, bring that left shoulder across. Then pull that left shoulder back again. And again, we'll reach across with that right shoulder, reaching it down towards your left knee. And release, pull it back. And one more time with that left shoulder coming across toward the right. And then bring it back. And then we'll take both shoulders, pull them back, and walk your hands as far away from you as you can. And you're going to be on your fingertips. And then as you push against your fingertips, you're going to lift your shoulder blades, or you're going to pull your shoulder blades down and open your collarbones to the front. Then shift your weight over to the left a little bit, and you'll feel the front of that left shoulder a little deeper. Then shift over to your right, feel that space open. One more time, over to your left, and over to your right. Then as you come to center, drop your chin to your chest and walk your hands in. Now let your arms again rest on your knees and sit up tall through the sides of your waist. Now take that left arm and reach it up, stretch it tall to the sky. And then that palm is just going to reach over to your right so you open space between each of your ribs. And then that left arm is going to sweep forward all the way out to that left side. And then that elbow relaxes back in. And then the right arm sweeps to the sky, and we lift, lengthen through the ribcage straight up first. Then the open palm stretches over to the left. We get even deeper between those ribs. And then that right shoulder comes across, and that palm sweeps over all the way to the right, and then settles back in. Then we lift our knees up and wrap our elbows around. And then pull against your legs and let your chin drop toward your chest. So now we're getting deeper into our shoulder blades. Really pull away from your legs. Let your forehead get heavy. Then pull against your knees and lift up tall. Then exhale, pull away and round back. And then inhale, pull and lift tall. Now uncross your ankles and slide your heels forward. Sit up tall on those sits bones again. Let your shoulders release and try to find that full length through the sides of your waist. Now draw your toes toward your shins, trying to get your heels to maybe lift off the floor or get lighter, and the space behind the knees pushes down into your mat. And then take a deep breath, inhale up. Release your shoulders away from your ears and bring your arms forward. And then just hinge straight forward with a long sideways. Heels lifted. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, drop your heels down, drop your elbows to the outside of your knees, and let your forehead get heavy. Draw into your belly space and round your spine up, and reach your arms back up to the sky, nice and tall. Shoulders off the ears, alongside waist. Arms come forward, lift your heels, press down the back of your knees. A little deeper this time. Lift the sides of the waist and then hinge forward. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen the back of the legs. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Drop your heels, drop your elbows. Shake out your legs a little bit side to side or whatever works for you. Let your forehead drop toward your knees. Tuck into your low belly and round your spine up. Bring your shoulders away. So we have our legs out front. We're going to start warming our core a little bit. Fingertips are to the sides of your body. Then you'll hinge your torso back until you feel that wrapping of those muscles around your core come in. And then we'll just take our right toe and lift it up. It doesn't have to come high, just wherever it works for you. And then we'll lower it down. And then the left toe will lift and lower down. So we have that long side waist, right toe up and down. Left toe up and down. Right toe up and down, and left toe up and down. Now slide your fingertips forward and lift your ribcage up. Take a deep breath. Now anchor those heels down into the floor. Try to keep your fingertips to the sides of your body. Take your belly button, pull it in, soften your chin. See if you can keep your legs on the floor as you just round your spine down. And then reach your arms over the top of your head and take a deep breath. Then bring your fingertips back to the sides of your body. Look forward at your toes. Pull your belly in. You're going to slide your fingertips forward, rounding up. When you need to, you pull on your outer thighs to get over any hard spots. Lift up top. Ready? Tuck your belly. Exhale, watch your toes round down. Try to keep your fingertips to the side. Let them slide back. Inhale, reach out long. Bring your fingertips to the sides of your body. Look at your toes. Tuck into that belly. Slide your fingertips forward. Try to keep your heels on the floor. Tug on your legs whenever you need it. And lift up. Beautiful. Shoulders relax. Hinge back again. Long side waist. This time left toe first. Lift. Lower down. Right toe lift. Lower down. Left toe lift. Lower down. Keeping that core lifted, embrace. Lower down. Left. And down. Right. Down. One more set. Left. And down. And right. And down. And slide your fingertips forward. Lift up. Breathe. Inhale. Then tuck into that belly. You let your spine round. Let those fingertips slide to the side. Inhale, reach over. Stretch from fingertips to toes. Then bring your fingertips back to the side. Push your heels into the floor. Look at your toes. Round up. Lift tall. Inhale. Draw in. Rounding the spine. Exhale, move it back down. Walk your feet in this time. Let your shoulders rest heavy into the floor. Now, the back of your neck is long, your jaw is softened, your neck is relaxed. You're not driving your head into the mat. It's just hanging out there. Now, but our feet, they're pressing strongly down into the mat, and we're going to lift those hips up and find our bridge pose. So you're squeezing your glutes, you're engaging your inner thighs toward each other, and your shoulder blades are staying flat. Now, I want you to just take the weight off your right foot, maybe lifting it 1/2 inch. See if you can do so without dropping your right hip bone down. Then bring that right foot down. Then lift your left foot off the floor. So think like you're marching in place from a bridge pose. Left foot down. Ready? Keep those hips up. Right foot lift. Bring it down. Left foot lift. Keep those glutes engaged, hips up. Lower it down. Right foot up. Lower it down. Left foot up. Lower it down. Lower your tailbone. Slide your legs out. Fingertips alongside your hips. Look forward at your toes. Push your heels down, tuck into your belly. Exhale, roll up. Tug on those legs when you need it. Lift up all the way, and you're going to keep your fingertips on the floor, and you're just going to let them slide forward. Letting our spines go, forehead towards shins. Deep breath. Exhale, sit back up tall. All right, we're going to build on that. So we have that tall spine. We're going to hinge back. This time we're going to fold our elbows. You're going to take your right toe, lift it up. Then you're going to bend your right knee and bring your left elbow across toward your right knee. Make sure your chin is aligned with your chest. Send that right leg out and lower it down. Still in that hinge position. Left toe up, knee bend, right shoulder across. Extend it out, lower it down. Right toe. Bend the knee, rotate left shoulder. Extend out, lower it down. Left toe up. Rotate as you bend. Extend it out, release it down. One more set, right toe. Bend the knee, turn left shoulder. Extend it out, lower it down, and left toe up. Bend the knee, rotate. Extend it out, lower it down. Lift your torso up, lower your fingertips. Take a deep breath. Ready? Fingertips to the side. Push those heels down, tuck your glutes round. Inhale, reach over. Bring your fingertips to the side of your hips, push your heels back down, tuck your glutes, look at your toes. Slide your fingertips forward, use hands to the outer thighs whenever you need to, lift up. Breath inhale. This time we stay down. Push those heels, tuck those glutes round. Shoulders flat, arms to the side, walk your feet in. Shoulder blades flat to the floor, press your feet down, squeeze your inner thighs, peel your hips up. Right, this time I want you to take your hands and place them right on the outer hip bones here. And I want you to notice whether your hip bone tips down when you lift your foot. Shoulders stay flat. Ready? Lift your right foot off the floor, but don't let your hip go. Maybe you can extend that right leg straight out without lowering the hip. Bring the right foot down. That extension is completely optional. Ready? Glutes high. Lift your left foot off the floor. Maybe extend the leg out, your choice. Don't drop that left hip. Bring that left foot down and release. Right foot, lift it up. Maybe extend it out. Shoulders flat, hips still lifted. Right foot down. Left foot up. Left leg extends if you like. Left foot down. Release. One more time. Right foot up. Maybe extend it out. Keep the hips lifted. Right foot down. Left foot up. Extend it out if you like. Left foot bends back down. Tailbone to the floor. Slide your toes away. Bring your fingertips to the sides of your hips. Draw your belly button into the mat. Engage your glutes. Lift your toes. Push your heels down. Roll up. Shh. And this time we go all the way forward for that spinal release. Forehead heavy toward knees. Relax shoulders. Maybe nod your head to help release the neck as well. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll round the spine up. Take a full breath. Let the arms go. All right. Should be warm. Let's flip those legs in. So here we're in our table. First, we're going to do a little releasing first, and then we'll build into some strengthening. So as you look down at your hands, your middle digit should be pressing straight ahead. Hands are directly under shoulder, knees are directly under hips. Now, as you push off your palms, round your spine into cat spine. Tuck your tailbone under and let your chin drop toward your chest. Now, as you lower your rib cage down, you feel like you're pulling your palms back and you're lifting your heart forward. Your collarbones lift and your tail. Yeah, nice. Exhale, press round a cat spine. And in release a cow spine, look forward. Now, as you come back to that table, you're going to take your right toe and slide it back, tucking the toe under, pushing the heel actively away. Then we're going to lift that right leg up and you're going to kick it off the mat to your left. So it goes behind the left leg. You tuck the toe, push the heel. Look over your left shoulder. Now push your right hip to the right. So you should feel a nice stretch to that outer right hip here. Then we lift that right leg up and send it to the back. Make your palms super strong as you step your left foot back and just find that plank. So we have that nice long spine, chin off the chest, belly toned in. We feel our palms pulling toward our toes. Breath, inhale. Bring your right knee down into table. Now push that left heel firmly back so you lengthen the calf. Then we'll lift that left leg up and you'll kick it off the mat to the right. Tuck your toe, push your heel. Then turn and look over your right shoulder and push your left hip to the left. Feel that nice side hip stretch. Then take that left foot and lift it to the back. Bring it down to the floor and step your right foot back and find plank. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. Now bring your knees out wide. Bring your big toes in close and sit back into your child's pose. Let your hips get heavy toward your heels and maybe press back of hands together, right? Reverse prayer hands. And let your forehead rest on your thumbs. Or you can reach your arms out front in traditional child's pose if that's better for you. Maybe you do a little shifting out of your hips here to feel that release. Then we'll take our fingertips forward, spread your hands nice and wide, and then shift your shoulders forward and bring your elbows to the floor. So this is puppy pose. Our elbows are directly under our shoulders, but the length from the tailbone to the top of your head, you still have a straight line. Now, take your left toe and slide it to the back, and take your right fingertips forward. Now lift those left toes and right fingertips. Brace your core, try to lengthen, making it a long line down your body. Maybe the toes of your right foot will also lift. We're going to stay there, inhale. Stay there, exhale. One more inhale, trying to create stillness in your body. Then bring that left toe to the back and bring your right elbow down. Step your right foot back, and so you're in forearm plank. And bring your left knee in. So we're back into that single knee puppy. Slide your left fingertips forward. Brace your core. The right toes and left fingertips reach, stretch out nice and long. Maybe the toes of your left foot also lift to challenge the balance. We've got 2 full breaths. Inhale. Create stillness, exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right knee, left elbow come down. Sit back into your hips again. Let your forehead get heavy this time. Maybe let your arms sweep behind you. Oh my gosh, what happened? Hello? Oh, the lights just went out. Oh, now they're back. I don't know what happened. They turned all the lights out on me. Okay, that's a nice ambiance for child's pose, right? Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Then we'll walk our hands forward. This time we keep our arms straight again as we shift our shoulders forward. So we're in that table space again. Shoulders are away, we're going to tuck our toes. Now, as you press off your palms, see if you can lift your knees, maybe an inch or 2 off the floor. This is balanced table. We hold there, inhale, and exhale. Then tap your knees down to the floor and drop the tops of your feet. Here, we're going to shift our torsos forward. So your shoulders come over your fingertips, and then keep your belly tucked in as you bend your elbows into your wrists and you let your forehead come toward the floor. And then you push straight up off those triceps and then shift your hips back. Right, so you should really feel that through the back of the arms. Tuck your toes again. Lift your knees that inch or 2. We hold, inhale. And exhale. Then we tap the knees down, drop the tops of the feet. Shift your torso forward, but don't let your rib cage drop. Elbows hug your rib cage. We call this the nose breaker, because if you let go, that's what's going to happen. Push up and shift your hips back. Nice. One more time. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, let them hover off the floor. Use your core there. Then tap your knees down and drop the tops of your feet. Shift your shoulders forward, let your elbows hug your ribs. Push straight up. And then shift back. We'll go all the way back this time. So again, maybe walk your arms out front or fold them under your forehead or rest them behind or to the sides of your body. We'll take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Then we'll walk those hands to the front. We're going to put this together. So we walk our hands forward, we find that full length. And then we shift our shoulders forward, find your table. Press off your palms and round cat spine. Release your ribcage, cat spine, look forward. One more time, press round the cat spine. Release a cow spine. Nice. And then we square back into our center. Take your left foot to the back. So we're going to build a little bit on this. We're going to keep that belly toned in. Your right fingertips are going to reach out, and then you'll lift the arm and the leg. Now on your exhale, you're going to try to tap your elbow to your knee and make that same cat spine. Then lengthen out and reach the arm and leg. And then elbow to knee, we tuck in, and then we reach out and lengthen. Then that left toe comes down and the right hand comes down. We step our right foot back and we're back to our plank. Nice. Hold inhale. Left knee then comes down. Left fingertips go forward and you lift your right toes. Left arm up. Brace your core. Here we go. Elbow draws toward knee with a cat spine. Reach out, lengthen. Elbow toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. That right toe and left hand come down. The left toe steps back. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, both knees come to the floor. As you shift your hips back, you slide your arms forward and bring your elbows down to the floor. Then you shift your shoulders over your elbows, and there's that puppy pose. Feel like your forearms are pulling toward each other. Your inner elbows are drawn in. So here that left toe goes to the back, right fingertips forward. And then you just lift them up and you hold. You try to stretch from heel to fingertip. Maybe your right toes lift off the floor. This is just a hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale. The right elbow comes in. The left knee comes in. Take a breath. Slide your right toe back. Slide your left fingertips forward. Again, long spine. Brace your core. Right toes, left hand lifts, and you stretch out as far as you can. Then see if you can lift the toes of your left foot as well. Hold, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, the left elbow and the right knee come down. Shift your hips back. We take a moment to let those shoulders release. Maybe you let them drop to the side or out front or under your forehead, and we take a long breath. And we sigh it away. And then we take our arms forward again, spread the fingertips wide, and shift into that table spine. One more time. Spread your fingertips wide. Turn those biceps forward. Lengthen your spine. Tuck your toes. Keep your core braced. Lift your knees off the floor if you can. Hold it there. Inhale. And exhale. Then the knees tap down, the tops of the feet drop, the shoulders shift forward, the elbows hug the ribs. We push straight up, and then you shift your hips back. Tuck your toes, brace your core, knees lift again. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, knees down, toes drop. Shoulders forward, elbows to ribs, hover, push straight up. Shift your torso back. all the way. Go ahead and let your wrist stretch and breathe. Maybe do a little shifting out of your hips if that feels good. Feel free to grab some water anytime you wish. Here we're going to come back to the front, but we're going to tuck our toes and sit back in toward our heels. As we move into our standing work, you're going to let your chin soften to your chest and press your heels to the floor. Now, as you look down at your feet, I want you to just let your arms and your torso hang. Make sure your knees have a slight bend to them, and just sway your upper body, right? So you want to release those shoulders and all that core space from all that work we just did in our planks and puppy and table work. And then give your knees a little more bent and move your hands up onto your thighs. Push off your thighs and round your spine all the way up to standing. Pull your shoulders away, reach your fingertips down, and take your shoulder blades away. Now you're just going to take your right hand, you're going to place it behind your back. This is called bind position. Your palm is facing outward. And then you're going to roll that right shoulder down and back. Now take your left arm and reach with your palm up, reach it behind you. Now see if you can keep drawing your right shoulder and your left thumb back. So we're just opening up the chest and the front of the shoulders and breathing. Now release your left arm and then release your right. Right, so you should have felt that across the front of the shoulder. So let's take that left hand, turn your palm back and rest it across your lower back space. Do a nice big shoulder roll down and back on the left. Then take your right palm forward and without turning your torso, just reach that right palm back and a little bit of a back bend, a little bit of a gaze up. Push the back of your left hand into your lower back. Reach that right thumb back and just breathe. And sigh. And release your right hand and release your left. Nice. Let's just give those shoulders a little opening space. So we have our feet hip distance apart, our toes are spread wide. Take a nice full inhale, reach up top. Let your shoulders release away from your ears. Bring your fingertips to touch. Look up at your hands. Now, keep them side to your waist nice and tall. Lift your heels and try to find your balance there. Feel like your inner ankles are being drawn together. Then move your hands to your heart. We're going to try to stay with our heels just a little lifted. And then maybe use the front of your mat as your guide to look forward. And we're going to sit into a balanced chair pose. So we're on the balls of our feet, our inner knees are squeezing together. And then we'll press all the weight back into our heels. And wiggle your toes a little bit. Now continue to let your chest drop to your thighs, and then just let your arms go and go back to that ragdoll. Really soft movement, releasing the top of your head, letting your arms hang heavy, hips and knees have a soft back. And then we bring our hands back onto our thighs. Press off the thighs and round your spine up, coming back into your mountain. Find that tall spine. Inhale, reach up tall. So your hands move a little bit out front so that you have that space for your shoulders to release and you can look at your thumbs. We lift out of the sides of the waist and lift the heels. And try to feel those inner ankles come toward each other. Try to create stillness. Then move your hands to your heart. Try to keep those heels lifted and start bending into your knees for that balanced chair. Try to keep your collarbones forward, sides of your waist tall. Sink, sink, sink into that tailbone. And then press your weight back into your heels and wiggle your toes, keeping your heart lifted forward. You should feel your quads really grab on there. And then we drop the ribs to the thighs and we drop the arms and we ragdoll. Chin is softened, head is hanging heavy. Again, maybe hands to your thighs, or if you like those ragdoll arms, we stand back up. All right, let's do a little building. Pull your shoulders away. Reach your fingertips back up to the sky and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your weight over to your right foot and take your left foot and just take a step forward. Nice. So now take those fingertips and lift, reach them up to the sky. Try to keep the side to your waist tall. Now bend your left knee and lift your right heel. Nice. Now move those arms a little forward and look up. Now as you look up at your hands, see if that right knee can come out front. Nice. Hold and hand. Bring your hands to your heart, step your right foot forward. Both legs stay straight, hips square. Inhale, fill it up. Right, nice tall sideways. Lift your left heel. Move your arms a little forward, move your gaze up. When you're ready, keep your gaze up if you can. Can you bring that left knee out front? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Step your left foot straight down. Bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Fill it all the way up. Release your shoulders. All right, into that chair again. Arms up front. Look up. Lift your heels. Squeeze those inner thighs, inner ankles. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit into your chair. And you balance it. Keep your rib cage lifted. Then press weight back into your heels. Wiggle your toes. Sit back into those hips. Drop your rib cage down. Drop your arms down. Ragdoll release. Again, those knees are softened. We're going to stack the vertebrae as we come up. Again, feel free to use hands to thighs for that support. We're back into our mountain. All right, this time we're going to work backwards. Yeah, all right, we've got this. Here we go, nice tall spine, we lift. Sides of the waist are tall, maybe you can touch your fingertips together. We'll start by bringing our weight to our left foot. We're going to start by bringing that right knee out front. Now, can you move your arms forward and move your gaze to your hands? Then you're going to take that right toe and you're going to step it back and press that right heel down to the floor, finding that pyramid. Lengthening both legs, find that balance there. Bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful, shoulders are back. So here, you're going to take your shoulders, you're going to bend into that right knee, shift your shoulders back so you lift your left heel. So you just have your big toe on the floor. Then you reach your arms back up. Weight moves back to your right foot, that left knee comes up front. Then can the arms move forward? Can you move your gaze to your thumbs? Then we'll take that left foot, send it back, step it straight down, right? So those train track feet, triangles, yeah. Hands to your heart. Beautiful. All right, are we just gonna do that backward shift one more time? Inhale, fill it up. Lift your right heel. So you kind of bend into your left knee and you slide the toes back. Fingertips touch if you can. Right knee up. And this time you just step it straight down. Here we go. Last balance chair. Arms forward. Heels lift. Inner ankles and thighs. Hands to your heart. Bending into those knees, but everyone keep the sides of your waist lifted. Deep, deep, deep. Then press the weight back to your heels, wiggle your toes, feel those quads, get that work. Then let your chest drop and ragdoll fetus. Let it all go. Head hanging high. Good balancing. So from your ragdoll, you're going to bring your fingertips to the floor and walk them far enough ahead that you can bring your knees to the floor. Now keep your toes tucked in the back here and press some weight back toward your heels. Right, after standing on the balls of our feet there, the arches get a lot of work. So we're just gonna give them a nice little stretch here. You can bring your elbows down or you can bring your forehead down, whatever works nicely for you. But just feel those toes tucked and the weight of your hips reaching toward your heels. So the arches breathe a little bit. And then we'll shift the weight far enough forward to drop the toes under and bring the hips around. Bring those legs around. Beautiful. So we'll again move toward the front of our mats here. We have that nice lift off our sits bones with the long side base. We're going to work a little bit on our seated balance here in our boat pose. We're going to take those shoulders back and move your hands just behind your knees. Now, that long side waist hinges back. Shoulders relax. And then tone your belly, lift through the sides of your waist. And bring your right knee so it's 90 degrees out, your shin parallel to the floor. And then see if your left one can join it. So I'm giving you lots of options of where you can stop. You can have one toe down when you need to. And then maybe you open your palms. But if you feel like you lose that nice triangle shape, bring your hands back behind your knees. Hold inhale. Bring your right toe down and your left toe down. Grab your knees and lift your ribcage. And breathe. Right, so this is core strengthening. Hands behind your knees again. Long side waist. Hinge back. So this time we'll take our left shin out first, squeezing your inner thighs together if you can, and then the right. Maybe you just stay there. Maybe you open those palms to the side. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, left toe down, right toe down. Grab your knees and lift palm. You should feel those right away, right? It should be, we could do it more if you didn't feel it, but we'll give it a break for now. This time, bring your knees with you as you roll down. Let your shoulders relax and maybe move through that lower back space a little bit. So we're going to work some of our obliques from this lower angle here. So we draw the knees in, give them that nice release. And then you're going to bring your knees up just like they were in that boat pose, with your shins parallel to the floor. And then you'll bring your fingertips just to the base of your skull with your elbows out to the side. Now, with your fingertips supporting the base of your skull, gently lift your shoulder blades up off the floor so you're looking at your knees. And we take the belly button, we pull it in deep toward the floor. And then you're just going to push your right heel straight out, and that left knee stays 90. And then bring that right knee in. And then push that left heel straight out, and bring your left knee in. And then lower your shoulders back down. Ready? Draw your belly in. Exhale, lift your shoulders up, looking at your knees. Tight core. Push your left heel out. Pull your left knee in. Push your right heel out. Pull your right knee in. Lower your shoulders down. Take a breath. So we're going to add rotation this time. Inhale here. Pull your belly button in toward the floor. Roll your shoulders up, looking toward your knees. Push your right heel straight out. Now take that right shoulder and reach it across toward your left knee. Then as that right knee comes in, the right shoulder comes back down. Then we push the left heel out and rotate the left shoulder across toward the right knee. And then they both come back to center, and we lower both shoulders down. Breathe, inhale. Tone your belly space. Ready? Exhale, lift your shoulders up. Look at your knees. Push your left heel out. Rotate your left shoulder across toward your right knee. Bring that knee and shoulder back to center. Push your right heel out. Rotate your right shoulder toward left knee. Bring them both back to center and release it all down. And go ahead and hug your knees up. You should feel those right away too. Hug those knees in close. I like to do things that you feel it after you've only done like 2 or 4. And then it gives you more time to do other stuff, right? That's my thought process, I don't know. So maybe work through that lower back space a little bit here. And then bring your hands behind your knees again. Tuck your chin to your chest. Kick your heels enough to round your spine up. Find your tall spine, give it a huggy squeeze. All right, so we're just gonna combine those two. We're going to do our boat. We're gonna roll down. We're gonna do our obliques. We're gonna roll up. We're gonna do our boat. We're gonna roll down to obliques. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Here we go. Nice tall spine, hands behind the knees. Long sideways, hinge back. Right, so our feet are kind of just laid on the floor here. Then we take our right toe out to boat. We bring our left toe out. You choose to keep your hands there or open your palms to the side, and we breathe inhale. And exhale. Then we bring our right toe down, our left toe down. We bring our hands back behind our knees. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, roll down. Bring your knees that 90 degrees up, bring your fingertips behind your ears. Draw your belly button in toward your mat. Exhale, lift your shoulders. Push your right leg out, rotate your right shoulder to left knee. Bring your right knee in as you release your shoulder center. Push your left heel out, rotate your left shoulder across. Bring it back to center. Release your shoulders down. Reach your hands behind your knees. Pull your knees in close to you. Draw your chin toward your chest. Kick your heels, roll up. Lift the sides of your waist. One more time. Hinge your torso back, space under the chin. Shoulders relax. Left toe to boat. Right toe to boat. Maybe the palms open to the side. We breathe, inhale. And we exhale. The left toe comes down. The right toe comes down. The hands wrap behind the knees. The chin softens in. We roll back. Our knees come back into that 90-degree boat. Our fingertips come behind our ears. Exhale, we lift our shoulders, looking at the knees. Push your left heel straight out. Rotate your left shoulder toward your right knee. Inhale, come back to center. Push your right heel out. Rotate your right shoulder to your left knee. Inhale, back to center. Release your shoulders down. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands behind. Tuck your chin. Kick your heels. Roll it up. Nice. Butterfly legs. Bottoms of feet together, knees out wide. Maybe rock across the sits bones a little bit. Find as much height as you can through your rib cage. And let your outer knees reach down toward the floor. Now remember, you can have your hands out front here if you can maintain that tall spine. If that doesn't work, bring your hands behind. Whichever one is best for you. One more inhale and exhale. Then as you bring your knees in, plant your feet, take that right arm behind your back, bring your left elbow around, just open up your spine, rotating back. Then rotate through your center, bring your right elbow across, left hand behind, look over that left shoulder. And come back to your center. All right, kick those legs around and come forward again. All right, we've got one more series, this time more yoga, right? So our plank or knee plank into our Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. And then we're gonna do a little lower back work, and then we're gonna come back. So we're gonna reach our arms forward. Maybe shift your rib cage a little bit, and we'll go through this series a couple times, and you can kind of suit it to whatever works best for you. Spread your fingertips wide at the front of your mat and shift your shoulders over your fingertips, sending your hips forward. So I'm going to do it all through all the modified the first time through. If you know you want to be on your toes here, you go ahead. Ready? Elbows hug your rib cage. Then you slide your hips and toes back. Slide your elbows forward and lift your heart up. So this is Sphinx pose. And of course, if you like that greater lift, you bring your elbows up. And then inhale, you lower your rib cage, slide your hands back in. Keep your knees on the floor, pull your belly button away and press up. And then you slide right back into your child's pose. We take a deep breath, inhale. So that's the knee version. I'll show the toe version this time. You can kind of choose whatever works for you. Exhale, shift forward, so back onto that knee plank or to your toes. Again, the elbows hug the rib cage. You soften the hips and toes. Slide your arms forward for that Sphinx, Cobra, or if your spine enjoys an Up Dog, right hand stay back. Inhale, you lower. Hands alongside your ribs. Again, knees or toes, but make sure you're pulling your belly button in. Press up and then soften into child's pose. And we breathe. And we sigh it away. So this time we'll build that lower back work into it. Remember, if you have a touchy lower back, keep your hands support, right? Don't lift your arms and your legs. Exhale, shift forward, choose those knees or toes. Elbows into your ribs, lower your hips, pull your shoulders back, your Up Dog, Cobra, or Sphinx. Inhale, lower down. If your hands aren't alongside your rib cage, bring them in and tent them, right? So you're on your fingertips. Do a big shoulder roll and pull your elbows in close to your body. Press off your fingertips and lift your heart so you're looking forward. Take your right leg, lift, reach it off the floor. Take your right arm, reach it out over the top of your head. Lower your right side down. Ready? Lift your heart, elbows up. Peel your left thigh off the floor. Left arm reaches out over your ear. You breathe. You bring it in and lower it down. Shoulders back, elbows in. Press everything up first. And then peel that right leg up. Reach your right arm over the top of your head. Now, if it feels okay for your back, take your left fingertips off the floor. If it doesn't feel okay, don't do it. Bring that right side back in and lower down. Shoulders back, elbows in, press finger pads, lift your heart. Peel your left thigh off the floor. Reach your left arm alongside your ear. And again, if it feels okay, lift that right hand off the floor. If you can do so without lowering. Bring those hands in and lower it all down. Take a moment, just windshield wiper your knees. Let them go side to side. Take a deep breath and let it go. All right. So again, hands alongside your rib cage. Choose knees or toes. Pull your belly away from the floor. Press up. Slide into your child's pose. Let your forehead get heavy. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. Then inhale, walk your hands forward. Again, choosing your option. Exhale, shift forward, knees or toes. Elbows hug the ribs, hips soften, shoulders back. Up Dog, Cobra, Sphinx. Inhale, lower down. Hands alongside your ribs, tent your fingertips, pull your elbows back. Lift your left leg, left arm, reach it out. Maybe lift your right hand and your right toes. Lower down. Exhale, lift your ribcage, lift your right leg, reach your right arm. Maybe lift your left hand off the floor. Bring your right side back down and in. Tone your belly space. Exhale, press up. Sit back into your child's pose. Shift back into your hips, move from side to side. I'm not sure what's happening with the lighting tonight. Apparently it might be on a timer or something. I don't know. We've never had that happen. Good thing I'm not afraid of the dark. Let your head get heavy and breathe. And side away. So we really want to let that lower back space release here. Sit back into your heels. Feel your sits bones reaching back. And long, slow inhales. Long, soft exhales. Then we'll slowly round the spine up. Bring your hips to one side and bring your legs around. Slide your left leg out front and bring your right shin in close to your body. Now, I want you to take your left hand and wrap it around your right shin, and then wrap your right hand around and reach to opposite elbows. And then you're going to lift that leg up, and you're going to pull your right heel over towards your left hip. So turn this way. Right, so we're pulling the leg in close and lifting up tall. Now lift your heart tall and lengthen the side to your waist. And pull that knee in closer to you. You should feel a nice stretch through that right glute and the outer hip space. Now, if you want to add a little more stretch, try rocking your torso back, bending your left foot in, and then sitting back up tall. Only if you want to. Now, rock a little forward and rock a little back. Right, and feel that stretch move throughout that hip. Now, keeping your right foot crossed over, and your left leg still can be folded in or it can be straight out. Your right hand is going to move behind your back, and your left elbow is going to come across your right knee. As you push with that left elbow, you're going to lift your heart and turn and look over your right shoulder. And we breathe, inhale, and exhale. Now, as you rotate back, just do a gentle turn to your left, just to release your spine from that rotation. Now, as you come back to your center, take your right leg and send it out into that right corner. Fold your left leg on the inside. Turn your whole body to face your right knee and lift your right heel up by drawing your toes in, or, work towards. Press the space behind your knee down into the floor. And just like we did earlier, right, we slid our fingertips forward. We're going to slide our fingertips down both sides, lowering our ribs toward that right leg, still pulling the toes in, feeling that length through the back of your leg. You might grab onto your calf or ankle or your foot and use that to help pull your torso closer. And just breathe into that hamstring inhale. And exhale. Release any pull that you have on that leg and round your spine up. Switch so that your right leg is straight out and you're drawing your left knee in close to you. Then you bring your right elbow around your left shin and then your left hand around the outside. Grab onto your opposite elbows. Lift the leg up and you pull it over to the right. Then you take your lower back space and you lift it up and you reach it in toward that leg. Then you pull the leg in closer to your heart. Lift through the sides of your waist. Maybe move a little bit forward and back or side to side to deepen that stretch. And if you like, you can rock back and tuck your right foot underneath and then sit back up tall. Just depends on what feels best for your body. We hold, inhale, and exhale. And we keep that left foot crossed over. Bring your right elbow around your left knee and move your left hand behind your back. Push with that right elbow, look over that left shoulder, tall, lifted sideways. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. And we take that gentle rotation just back to our right, just to release our spines. This just feels good. And then as we come back to our center, we take that left leg, you shoot it out into that corner. Right knee folds in. We bring our hands to both sides of that left leg. We have that tall spine, ankle flex, toes pulled in, and then we slide our fingertips down the sides, keeping the leg as straight as we can. Maybe grab on ankle, calf, or foot and pull your rib cage a little closer. Really feel that lengthening through the back of your leg. And we breathe. And we release. One more inhale. And exhale. We release any pull we have. Round the spine up and find any seat that works nicely for you. Feel your shoulders release away from your ears and lift out of the side shoulders. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, fill it up. Release your shoulders. Bring your fingertips to touch. Move your hands to your heart space. Now, keeping those shoulders relaxed, I just want you to take a long, slow inhale through your nose. Try to exhale it all through your nose as well. And just feel your body get heavier and heavier down into your mouth, just like gravity is pulling it down. Again, a long, slow inhale through your nose. Long, slow exhale out of your nose. One more deep breath, inhale. And exhale. We'll release our fingertips, sweep them to the sky, inhale. This time that exhale moves the hands to the heart. We take a gentle bow forward and we say namaste. And I thank you all. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Work.